Let's take some really cheap items and make them into high-end Easter decor. Welcome to the Chic Show. Today's playlist is hosted by Crafting with Indiana Jones, Up All Night DIY, and Chappy Meets Bling. Their channels and their playlist are in the description box below. These are little Christmas ornament frames, and I'm going to be making them over to be a little bit more spring-like. I'm going to be giving both of these 2 coats of fusion paint in rose water and inglenook. Normally you don't need 2 coats of fusion paint because it does have a primer and a sealer in it, but since this was such a dark color, I decided to go ahead and give it 2 coats. Now I have traced around the insert of the frame onto some artist paper, and I'm just going to be using some white chalk paint to paint the background. I'm going to be using a paint inlay, so I have to have a coat of chalk paint down, let it dry, and then add a second coat of chalk paint, and while it's wet, I'll apply the paint inlay. Now that that second coat is on there and it's still wet, I'm going to spritz my paint inlay, and this is from Spring Medley from last year by IOD. Once that paint inlay is spritzed with water, I lay it down into the wet paint and make sure that it embeds down into that wet paint, because that's what's going to pull the paint out of the paint inlay and into the wet paint. Now that I've painted my second oval, I'm going to do the same thing with this inlay. I'm going to spritz it with water and lay it down into that paint. While those set aside to dry, and since the paint on the frames is already dry, I'm going to go back with some gold rub and buff and just highlight some of those details. We fall apart, and I won't dare to say, do you feel the same way? Maybe you don't want to know, but you don't see what you have in front of you, or maybe I'm not enough for you. Now that the inlays are dry, I'm going to go back and spritz them with water and then dab them with a dry paper towel or a damp paper towel, and then just gently pull back the backing paper. And if it doesn't look like it's transferred enough, you can spritz it again, leave it to set longer. That's exactly what I did, and that seemed to work. Then don't pretend that everything's okay. Don't string me along the way you do. Just let me get over you. Maybe you don't want to know, but you don't see. Tie in some of the gold from the frame. I'm using some scraps of a gilded transfer, and I'm just rubbing it down in different places on both of the pictures. I'm not worried about getting a full transfer or anything. I just want some little gold specks. Now we can add these back into the frames and see what we've got. I love these oval frames for spring because they remind me of an Easter egg. Maybe you don't want to know. You don't see what you have in front of you, or maybe I'm not enough for you. So maybe I should go. If I had known from the start, this wouldn't have ended with broken hearts. 'Cause I don't want to waste my time. No, I don't want to waste my time. No, no, I don't want to waste my time. I got this little bunny on clearance last year. I don't remember if it was from Dollar General, Dollar Tree, Target, but either way, we are going to give it a coat of white chalk paint, and then we're going to be using this napkin from Dollar Tree. So I'm just going to give this a coat of the Snow White chalk paint by Waverly. When the paint is dry, I'm going to give it a coat of Mod Podge and let that completely dry. Then I'm going to remove one of the plies of the napkin and place the other ply on top of my bunny. I'm going to cover it with a piece of Teflon paper and use my little mini iron to iron on the napkin. Now what this will do is activate that Mod Podge underneath, and the napkin will stick to it perfectly with no wrinkles. I will repeat the same process on the back of the bunny as well. Once everything has cooled off, I'm going to take my little finger sander and I'm going to sand the excess napkin off around both sides of the bunny. To get into those tight spots, I just used a little emery board. And of course, I repeated the process on the other side. To protect the napkin, I did give each side another coat of Mod Podge on top of the napkin and let it dry completely. Once it's dry, I went back with some hot glue and I glued that pom-pom tail back on one side. This bunny is from the Dollar Tree Plus section from last year, and this is a little nest that I thrifted somewhere, but I wanted to use it as a basket because I saw a bunny with a basket filled with candy at one of our local boutique stores. So I thought I could make that myself. So I'm going to be using my glue gun. I'm just going to glue this little basket or this nest, however you want to look at it, and this bunny basket is complete. This is one of the metal stakes from Dollar Tree, and we're going to be using a Dixie Belle's Patina paint and spray on this. The results on this piece are absolutely amazing. So taking this a $1.25 bunny, using the copper patina paint and the bronze, I'm out of the iron, but I just put this on in just different places. I used both paints and just kind of splotched it around, let that dry, then went back and did another coat. And while it's still wet, that's when you apply all of the patina sprays. These are the ones that I made by hand. I'm just squirting them on. I'm using all three of them. Each one will give a different look if you use them individually, but I wanted to see what would happen, and it's absolutely gorgeous. I'm going to use this old brush and just kind of brush it around in different places. So I'm going to set this aside overnight and let it dry. The next day, look at this beautiful patina. Now, I did kind of sand over it in places. I thought I might want to bring back some of that black that I had spray painted, but it didn't really come back, and that's fine. I didn't want any silver showing through, which is what I'm sure is underneath. So I'm taking a little bit of gold rub and buff, and I'm highlighting any of the raised areas. Once I'm completely finished, I did add just a little bit of greenery around the neck. I hope you've enjoyed these spring Easter Bunny DIYs. Don't forget to check out our host channels in the description box below along with the playlist. And if you're looking for another video to watch, I recommend this one right here. Thanks so much for watching. Remember to share the chic. Bye now.